This ancient Mercator map that was first published in Rome in the year 1550 has New Zealand drawn on it, which means New Zealand was discovered by the Europeans up to 100 years earlier. Why did Rome wait 100 years to acknowledge this finding? By the way the maps are designed, the Europeans definitely would have seen it. They only needed to follow the Tropic of Capricorn line with the compass, because they got Papua New Guinea on the map but not Australia. It doesn't make sense yet. So I circled these two islands drawn in the 1500s. And then, we are going to take this map's longitude and latitude and compare it to today's map. I don't know why a smarter person couldn't do this, but here I am again, solving another one. I found the Garden of Eden, the Four Rivers, and the Tower of Babel's location, unlocked the Pacific routes for the pyramid builders, solved the unsolvable Parry-Rees map, and more. But now here I am showing you New Zealand was discovered by Rome in the 1500s, possibly 1400s. Let's compare the longitude of the two maps and see what we can find. When we compare to longitude numbers, it shows us the range. Now let's do the latitude and compare that. As you can see when I mark it, the range is 30 to 40 degrees latitude. So the measurements for the two islands on the ancient Mercator map are 159 to 179 degrees longitude and 30 to 40 degrees latitude. This Mercator world map was first published in 1550 in Rome by Antonio Salamanca. Antonio Salamanca was of Spanish origin, and his maps were known for their especially fine design and engraving. Salamanca's double cortiform map of the world is the earliest obtainable map based on Gerard Mercator's landmark world map of 1538. Considered perhaps the single most important mapmaker of the 16th century, Gerard Mercator was only 26 years old when he published his first world map. Preceded only by his map of Palestine, the work is of tremendous importance and rarity, with only two known examples surviving: New York Public Library and American Geographical Society. Mercator's map was the first to apply the name America to both North and South America. It is also one of the first maps to show North America separated from Asia. Many other cartographic advances are included, reflecting Mercator's meticulous compilation of the best available information. Alright, so we got the numbers for the longitude and latitude for those islands on the Mercator map. I am going to use Google Maps as a reference and show you the coordinates of New Zealand and compare the data I collected. While I was researching and collecting data, I came across a whole bunch of anomalies around New Zealand, Australia, and the Pacific, but the strangest so far is this one, and the fact that Australia is not drawn on this map when it was drawn on the Parry-Rees map. And the Parry-Rees map was published in 1513. While looking around New Zealand, I found out they had tombs or pyramids. One such instance is the pyramids in Dunedin, New Zealand. They did an archaeological excavation in 1938 and found human bones inside the little pyramid. Upon cross-referencing the numbers from the Mercator map with today's map, we find that the two islands on the Mercator map fall within the range of locations on today's map. We have a 30 to 40 degree latitude range on the Mercator map, and here you can see New Zealand is in that range. The longitude coordinate number of New Zealand's North Island is 170, and you can see on both maps they are in range. And the longitude number for New Zealand's South Island is 160. It is the same longitude number on both maps. This should be enough proof that New Zealand was discovered by the Romans 100 years before Abel Tasman and 200 years before James Cook. We have found out that Rome actually discovered New Zealand before the Dutch and the British. But now I have a new problem. What were the Romans doing in the Pacific in the 15th and 16th century? What was happening in Australia? Why it is not on this Mercator map when it should be? Maybe one day I will have that answer. That's all for now, folks.